Ladies and gentlemen, inducting Mark Fishman, please welcome Hollywood feature film and television editor and 2002 Emmy nominee, Terilyn Shropshire.
Good morning. I spend a lot of time in a dark room with one other person, so please bear with me a little bit on the public speaking here with you. A little over a month ago, I found myself standing in a shoe store on Broadway and 83rd in New York City when my phone rang. And I know we've all had that split-second moment where you deliberate between answering the phone or asking the salesperson if they have that lovely slingback in your size. Well, I looked down and I saw the call was from Mark Fishman, and I knew that the pumps would have to wait. I mean, after all, Mark was becoming a Full Sail University Hall of Famer. It is his beloved alma mater, the school that prepared him to work with me. And he was asking me to present him with this monumental achievement. Of course I would come, what an honor. But then I began to think about what I would say on his behalf. And this question became the origin of my speech, which I entitle, Why Mark? Yes, Mark is a smart, talented, skilled, Emmy Award winning, highly respected sound mixer. His credits are impressive. Okay, he comes from a supportive, loving family that is here today in full force. The Fishman crew is in the house. I mean, can we for a moment have the entire Fishman crew? Let's stand up and see who has come to support Mark. Okay, they're all here. And, you know, sure, he's charming, funny, not bad looking, but to be perfectly honest, I spend most of my time sitting behind Mark, so I can only speak to the mad skills of his barber. Yet, what makes Mark stand out? What makes any of us stand out and make our presence known in a sea of talent? You'd be the one who a particular artist or director or musician wants to collaborate with. The one they can trust with their vision. Why Mark? Well, as someone who has had the good fortune to collaborate with him for 4 films so far, and I say so far because this relationship is far from over, I say to you that it is Mark because he approaches his craft at a level that is unrelenting in his desire to get it right time and time again. Okay, fine, good enough are not words that are in Mark's professional vocabulary. I once had a director pay me the ultimate compliment to say that she directs in order to get into the editing room to work with me. Well, I can say the same about working with Mark. When the director and I step onto Mark's mixing stage, it's almost as if we're coming home after a long, arduous voyage. You know that you're in good hands and that the months spent in the darkened editing room endeavoring to reveal the best version of the film will be taken to the next level under Mark's careful hand. He immediately puts you at ease. He provides a haven of creativity, communication, confidence, and collaboration. Mark is the ultimate closer. He employs his ears, his hands, with his heart to speak volumes and tell a story. I secretly believe that Mark has a superpower. On the mix stage, it is my observation that he possesses the innate ability to hear what the director and I are thinking before we utter a word. It is a frequency that only Mark hears. When the film leaves a Mark Fishman stage, it has truly found its voice. Gina Prince-Bythewood, director of Love and Basketball and The Secret Life of Bees, 2 films that Mark mixed, has asked me to share this message. Now, she also gave me instructions to narrate her note like a Harlequin romance. So here goes. Mark Fishman was my first. The first time is rarely a great experience. It's fumbling, it's awkward, and there's about 10 other people in the room. But Mark was everything you could hope for. He was gentle, he was patient, and he knew what he was doing. Dare I say, it was perfect. I guess that's why I keep going back. I can't quit him. I know I'm not his only director. I've accepted that. But every time I call, he makes time for me. And he makes me feel like I'm the only one. So congratulations, Mark, on this tremendous honor. It's much deserved. See you soon, Gina. In conclusion, we have one more special guest who wishes to say something to Mark.
Mark, I'm so happy for you that you're getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, particularly since you don't go that well to your left. You don't hit to the opposite field. Your stats are, anybody batting below the Mendoza line, which for those of you who play baseball is below 200, and with not a lot of power, it's amazing that you got into the Hall of Fame. But having said that, I just want to say congratulations. I love working with you. I look forward to the next picture with you, and congratulations, Mark.
So it is my honor to induct my dear collaborator and friend, M-Cubed Mix Master Mark Fishman, into the Full Sail University Hall of Fame.